All right, so on today's vlog, you all are going to go with me on my race of the 10 miler, the PNC 10 miler that took place here in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm going to do pre-race, tell you about the COVID precautions that Atlanta Track Club set in place and facilitated really well as take you on the course and let you know really how I was feeling through my 10-mile race. So come on along. What's up, good people? Welcome to Miles from India. For my new people to my channel, I am India. And for my returning peeps, what's up and welcome back. Y'all see my shirt. It says Extreme Hill Edition. So some people thought that I made up that name for the race, but no, that was actually the name of the race. And when I tell you guys it was hilly, it was super hilly. So the race took place at the Michelin racetrack where usually motorcycles and cars usually go on this track. So it was steep inclines, steep declines, but it was really a good time and a great experience to actually be on foot where the races, take place, and not our type of races, but cars and motorcycles. So yes, this was an in-person race. Now you did have a choice to do this race virtually as well, but of course there was actually an in-person option. Now this is not the first time that Atlanta Track Club has facilitated a in-person race. However, the other races were more trail races and I'm just not into that. So this was an actual race that was a different type of setup, but it was well done in regards to the precautions. So the precautions that Atlanta Track Club took were pretty good. I felt safe, I felt good, and I felt comfortable. So the first thing is that you actually had to sign up for an actual race slot time. So it was not a 8 o'clock start time, everybody comes at one time. You had to fill out, when you registered for the in-person portion of the race, you had to actually say what time you wanted to start. Myself and a lot of my crew decided to choose 8 o'clock a.m. and we all took off at the same time. Now for each time slot, it was 25 people per time slot, and they went in increments of 5. I thought that that was amazing because it literally was very spread out. The people that were in my time slot, of course, were other people outside the people that I knew, but a good bunch of us knew each other and we were able to spread out. They actually had cones at the start as well that were 6 feet apart so that you can make sure that you were spread out from other people. Before you even got to the start, there were some precautions that Atlanta Track Club took. So the first thing is you had to do a health screening. So that was asking, have you taken medications to decrease your fever? Have you been having any signs of symptoms or anything? How are you feeling at this moment? And a lot of things, a lot of questions in regards to 24 to 48 hours prior to the day of racing, how you have been feeling. Now you received an email notification that you completed that survey and it was asked for at different times of the day. So that was one thing. The other thing is when we pulled up to the actual race, there was an individual that gave us a waiver that actually was like a liability waiver at the race. And then they took our temperatures and then they gave us a wristband to confirm that our temperatures were clear and we were okay to race. Now, we did have to have on our mask at all times, except for when we were actually running. So I ended up, as soon as we took off, probably a couple yards in, I did take my mask off, tuck it into my little area where I had my water bottle, and I had it ready for when I stopped running, I could actually put the mask directly on. But I will tell you guys this, the race was definitely well facilitated to where I did not feel uncomfortable. There were a lot of people on the course, but because each loop was a little bit over 3 miles, you were missing people, you were passing and seeing people, but it was so spread out because it was a wide area of space. It was so spread out to where you weren't that close to people. Now, the other thing is that they did expect for us to bring our own water and our own fuel or whatever fuel that we needed. So hydration and fuel. However, on the race, they did have Dasani water bottles available for us to just take a full bottle. There was not any other touching. There was not anybody handing them out to us. They were out and you take a full bottle if you were needing it. So I used my handheld as well as brought my own fuel. All right, so now that we've gotten the precautions out the way, let's get on to the race and let you all see kind of really what it looked like for me on race day. Good morning, good people. It is super early in the morning and I am preparing to head out to the PNC 10 miler at the Michelin Raceway track. So I have about an hour drive. So I'm eating now. So I have about 2 hours before my start. So I start at 8 o'clock. Got my pre-race food going. I have 2 hours for this to digest, and I'll be ready to go. I'm gonna take you all along with me today. So I am headed up to the race. It's about an hour drive from my house. I'm just relaxing. I just turned the music off, just kind of getting in my zone, just thinking about affirmations of how I'm ready for this race and I've trained up for it. So a lot of times I do listen to music when I'm headed in, and then when I get a little closer, I like to just kind of be in silence and in my thoughts. So I will check y'all when I get there. We're here. Line is long getting in for parking, but I have time, so we're good. I don't know if y'all could see that, but that's part of the track that we're gonna be running up. Ah. Here we are. Whew. So this is what we'll be racing up. All of this. Y'all, I just got nervous as all get out. Lord, look at that. I'm excited, but so nervous at the same time. Y'all see that? Ooh. Listen, I literally felt like this was my first race ever. Back in the day, I used to race like every single weekend, so it's not my first race, and I've done so many races I can't count. But since I haven't raced since March, I literally felt like it was my first race. All right, so we're about to go through some protocols. They are giving us some waivers to fill out, as well as taking our temperature as we drive up. Good morning.
You'll fill this out, please, and turn it in at the boat.
All right, she just took my temp, and I got a wristlet to show them that I've been secured with my temperature as well as my waiver. All right, guys, I made it. I'm about to go get my bib, and there's a shirt that I want to purchase that's here, so I'm gonna go do that. Some of the racers have already taken off, so. All right, some of the racers just took off. That is the starting line, and we're going in groups of 25. And you head this way, up that incline. Attaching my bib to my bib holder. I use this Nathan so that I don't have to put holes in my shirt. So it's awesome. It's getting real. About to do this, y'all. Good morning. Okay, so we're out here at the starting line. Crew is here. Say hey, crew. We're waiting on some more people. The starting line's over there. This is one of the hills that we're gonna be coming down. And the starting line is right over here. Ready to go. So there's a group of friends that definitely registered for the race. So my Atlanta Track Club ambassador crew, as well as we call ourselves the Run Squad. So we all signed up for the same 8 o'clock time slot so that we could try to run it together for a little bit at least. All right, we are headed over to the start.
This is the fun start.
Woo!
Where's my run buddy, January? Oh my God,
We're at the start, guys. Woo!
Right. Hey, you can go.
Let's get it. Let's go. Here we go, here we go. Let's go, let's go. Adrian.
Hey!
Woo-hoo-hoo!
We out here.
We out here. Cameraman! So I love to shout out cameraman because we all know that we get some bad race pictures, and this was right in the beginning when my whole squad was together. We're about to go the first hill.
Okay, y'all.
First hill, let's get it. Woo! Oh, hill 1 This was the first hill of the race, and I was like, can we transfer to 5K? Like immediately out the gate, the hills were in your face. And it was, you listen, we came out to do 10, but I can't tell you that on that first hill, I was like, I have to do this hill how many times? You had to do the hill 3 times. If you were doing the 10 miler, you had to do the loop 3 times. If you were doing the 5K, you did it 1 time. So it was very interesting.
Hill 1 done. Downhill now. Woo! We signed up for this, y'all. We paid for it. We paid for it. Oh my God.
So that hill literally went up and then it went to the right and kept going up. So all of us were like, what in the world did we sign up for? Literally.
Cedric getting it.
So they organized it pretty well. If you were on the far right, that was your first loop. The middle lane was second loop, and the third lane, which is all the way to the left, was a third or the 5K, which was organized well. But of course, you were seeing people that were on their second and third loop. And this little area was really interesting. It's basically where they do all their donuts and stuff, but it was fun to kind of run throughout that.
Look at him. He done caught up with me.
Take it easy.
Go have the race of your life, Troy. Keep going.
So our friend Troy was trying to wait on us, but clearly we were monstering up this big old hill and we were struggling. So we were like, go enjoy the run. Go, go, go.
One lap. This is the downhill. I'm at 3.54. My stomach is irritated for some reason, but I'm gonna finish this straight up with a smile on my face. Woo! I'm excited that I'm out here, y'all.
All right, for some reason, you guys, my stomach was so bothered. I ate enough time to digest my food and really use the bathroom before the race, but it's still, for some reason, it was not sitting well. So not sure what was going on. Had a couple moments that I was feeling kind of really nauseous, like I needed to throw up, but I made it through and I just kept pushing.
I'm halfway, a little over 5 miles. Victory, halfway there. I got 6:08 on my watch, so I'm probably not running tangents like I should be, but I'm pushing it.
This was Mount 9 and I was so over it at this point. I was so excited to see it, but I was over it.
This is the last uphill and then it's home stretch. Oh my goodness. Let's get it, y'all. I'm just happy I've been able to be out here, y'all. Oh, let's get it. Let's finish it up. Stronger than I was last year. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God, there's the finish line. Oh my God. Oh man, it's a finish line, y'all. Oh. Woo. Woo. Yes. Oh my God. Woo. All done. I don't have words right now. Thank you, you too. Oh my God. I'm so proud of me. Like Bob said, celebrate yourself. Oh. Ready playing. All right. Let's see if it was worth it. I think it was worth it. Are you sure? Oh. Show us. Yes. Oh my God. So worth it. So worth it. COVID, we put our own medals on. Here we go. And then we get a bag of goodies. All right. I don't care, say nothing else. Thank you.
All right, we finished and this was the rest of the crew that started after the 8 o'clock time. All right, wiping myself down with a good wipe and changing my clothes so I can be prepared and not in soaking wet clothes for the hour ride back. All right, guys, I'm all changed. Get out of sweaty clothes, socks and all that good stuff. Y'all, this metal is bomb. Do you see this? Bomb. Hamstrings and quads are screaming, but that's okay. It was a good race. Good time. All right, so at the finish, we received a Dasani water, Gatorade, as well as our bag. So this bag came along with the actual medal. Here is the medal. So we received these two items. The bag was handed to us, but the medal was inside the bag, so it was not hung around our neck like at a usual race. And then inside the bag, we did get these rollers here, which is awesome. A lot of people like to use these on the back or the shoulders or the bottom of the feet. Poppers popcorn, Cliff bars, and another neck gaiter that can be used as a mask, which is awesome. And then of course, some fruit. So it was a really good bag. And of course, the medal is just amazing. So a lot of people have really been asking me what's my real feeling about the race. So let me just say this. Honestly, it was really, really hard. I usually don't do really well on hills. Hills is one of my areas that I have some room to grow. I don't like to say challenges, but room to grow. So between hills and it being a loop course, it was a really challenging race for me, but it was something that I was really proud to do. So that race was not about time. It was about me actually getting out there and conquering my concerns of being a distance runner. So last year in 2016, and if you check back on some other vlogs, I definitely talked about this, 2019, not 2016, 2019. I had a half marathon that did not go as planned. And ever since that race, I really have been feeling like I was concerned about doing another distance race. So this was about me busting the gate wide open, doing a hilly and tough course, as well as conquering the fears of doing distance. And I did that. Of course, I had an A, B, and C goal for the actual race, and I ended up completing the C goal. So my takeaway for this race literally is, just because you have a roadblock, a stop sign, a speed bump, or a deep detour in life or on your journey does not mean that you should give up. Do what you can to conquer those things and continue to be amazing. If I would have gave up, I wouldn't be able to continue to share my light and share my experience with you all and let that light shine. I am an amazing runner, and I am also an amazing distance runner. So I hope you all enjoyed that race recap. I really enjoyed doing it and take you along with me on the course. Now, of course, racing is not really going on a lot right now, but there are some small races, but I enjoy doing race recaps. If you like running content as well as race recaps, definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, share, tell a friend, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you, and y'all take care. We'll see you next week.